Hey friends, today we are going to see what are connected components in a graph, and along with that we are going to see what are strongly connected components in a graph. So see, I have drawn some graphs here. So this part on the board we are going to find out the connected components, and in these three graphs, means on this part of the board, we are going to find out the strongly connected components. Why is it so? Because strongly connected components, this term is present in directed graphs, but for undirected graphs we call them as the connected components. Means we use the term connected components for undirected graph, and for directed graph we use strongly connected components. Okay, now what are connected components? See, what is the definition of that? So the definition of connected component is that it is the set of vertices or the component of a graph in which every pair of vertices has a path in them. Okay, it means it's such a component in which every vertex has a path to every other vertex. Okay, so let's see with an example here. So you can see this is the undirected graph, means you can travel both ways. Okay, so there is a path from 0 to 1, there is a path from 0 to 2. Okay, now there is a path from 2 to 1, 2 to 0, there is a path from 1 to 0, 1 to 2, right? So it means every vertex in this component has a path to every other vertex, right? But vertex 0 does not have a path to vertex 3, right? Because see, this is the same graph. This total 5 vertices are the vertices of this one graph, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these 5 vertices are the vertices of this one graph. But vertex 0 doesn't have path to vertex 3. Vertex 0 doesn't have path to vertex 4. Correct? And same with vertex 1 and 2. 1 cannot go to 3, or 2 cannot go to 3 or 4. So only this can be termed as one component in this graph. And what is another component? See, 3 has a path to 4, 4 has a path to 3. So this is one another component. It means in this graph there are two components, that is connected components, two connected components, right? Let's see in this graph now the second example. See, vertex A has a path to vertex B, then vertex A has a path to vertex C. These are the direct paths, right? But vertex A also has a path to D, correct? Then vertex A has a path to D from this direction as well. Means vertex A has at least one path to D. Now vertex A also has a path to E, right? So this is about vertex A. Vertex B has a path to A, has a path to D, then has a path to E, again also has a path to C as well. It can reach C, correct? Now in this way vertex D also has a path to every other vertex. Then vertex E has a path to every other vertex through B, correct? It can reach to B, and then from B it has a path to every other vertex. It means in this graph there is only one connected component, because in this graph all the vertices have a path to every other vertex. That's why there is only one connected component, correct? Now let's see in this graph. See, vertex A has a path to B, B has a path to A, but they don't have path to C. Means this is one connected component, and other single vertex can also be a component. So this is another connected component. Means in this graph there are two connected components, right? Now let's go for directed graphs and find out strongly connected components. So with these examples, you will be very clear with this concept of connected components. Now, see, vertex 0 has a path to 1. Then, does it have path to 2? Means, does vertex 0 have a path to 2? See, this is not the path because the direction of this path is reverse. Correct? From 2 to 0. So 0 does not have path to 2. But there is another way to reach to 2. From 0 to 1, 1 to 2. So vertex 0 has a path to 2. Correct? Then vertex 2 has a path to 0. Vertex 2 has a path to 1 as well. Then vertex 1 has a path to 2. And vertex 1 has a path to 0 as well. Correct? Then vertex 1 has a path to 3. Then vertex 1 has a path to 4. Correct? But vertex 3 does not have a path to 1. It cannot reach to 1. And that makes, see, here it is a single point or single edge. This is the single edge which connects this component to this component. But the edge is only one directional. So 3 cannot reach to 1. That means this is disconnected now. Correct? 1 can reach to 3, but 3 cannot reach to 1. And what is our definition? It says that every vertex can reach to every other vertex. Then only it makes a connected component. So in this graph, this is one connected component. And see, 3 can reach to 4, but 4 cannot reach to 3. Correct? It means 3 is a separate component and 4 is a separate component. Right? Because 3 and 4, why don't they come in one component? Because 3 can reach to 4, but 4 cannot reach to 3. It makes it a different component and this a different component. So there are 3 components. 3 strongly connected components. Now let's go for second example. Here you will be more clear now. See, vertex A has a path to B. You can see it clearly. Then vertex A has a path to E. Yes. Then vertex A has a path to D. Then vertex A has a path to C. This path from this, which means A has a path to every other vertex. Now let's go for vertex B. See, vertex B has a path to E. Then vertex B has a path to D. Vertex B has a path to C. Then vertex B has a path to A as well from this direction. Means even if vertex B cannot go with this path, but it has a longer path, but it can reach to A. Means it has a path. Then vertex D similarly has a path to C, has a path to A, has a path to B, and has a path to E as well. See, with this path it can reach to E. Then vertex C in the same way has a path to A, B, D and E. For all the vertices, vertex C has a path, which makes A, B, C, D has a path to every other vertex in them, A, B, C, D. But vertex E, see, everyone can reach vertex E. Everyone can reach vertex E, but E cannot go to any other vertex because this edge is unidirectional. It is only to vertex E. There is no reverse edge here. So vertex E becomes a single component because it does not satisfy the property. The property is every vertex should reach every other vertex. Okay? So this is one single component. So what is the second component? See, this A, B, D, C. So this A, B, D, C. So this is the second second component and only E is one component, right? Let's go for third example now. See, A can reach B, E, then D, F, H. B can reach E, D, F, H. But B cannot reach A. Correct? Means A can reach to every other vertex. But there are some vertices in the graph who cannot reach to A. Right? This makes A as a separate component because there are some vertices in the graph who cannot reach to A, or maybe all vertices cannot reach to A. Okay. Even if at least one vertex does not reach to A, then A becomes a different component. It cannot be included in that component. Right? Again, see, B can reach to everyone else in this part. Then E can reach to D, E can reach to B, E can reach to F, H, right? Then D can reach to B, D can reach to E through this path, D can reach to F, H, right? Okay. Then F can reach to H, but F cannot reach to D, right? So FH may be a separate component. They may be a separate component, but again H cannot reach F. So H becomes a separate component and F becomes a separate component. And remaining these three vertices, they become a separate component. Means there are four strongly connected components in this graph. So this is the meaning of connected components and strongly connected components in the graph. So we are going to see a coding video for strongly connected and connected components in our upcoming lectures. So subscribe to the channel to see those videos.